Hi. It's time. It is time. It may not be time yet, but we have quite a ways to go before we can get to the certain part. I've talked about it in 4 different live streams. And once we get to that day, I mean, it's not the day in the game. Once we get to December 3rd, then we can talk about it more. But now, for now, we must get through this as fast as we can, because this is probably going to get hit with the long haul. Alrighty, so this is pretty much going to be a speed run. So, like, we're going to speed up. No country, because that's Antarctica. I mean, that doesn't even really matter anyway. So today, November 7th, we spent time at Erie. I did a lot of shifting around, so I still have Tower, still have Emperor, and I still have Temperance at least. Chariot, Hanged, Empress, Priestess, Justice, okay. Well, I mean, we'll wait until we actually need to go to anything, to go do anything. You decided to work at the care center. Unneeded understanding.
Oh, hello.
Actually, I am her husband. No, I'm not. She's no cougar. Why, did he tear the others in half?
I'm...
It's a little bit harsh, don't you think? Grades aren't really a factor. Oh, jeez! It's got sucker punched.
Thank you.
Rank 8.
Then I'll see you again.
Alrighty. Read catching bugs. Can I do something else? forgot we get a new theme right now. Return Daikon is basically a go home. Which one doesn't level up? Forgot these are gold, dang. There's somebody that doesn't... There it is, Airy. Ah, it didn't even it didn't even get up there. What the heck? That's crazy. November 8th. Naoki is not down here like he used to be. He used to be over there. He's back home. He's back at the liquor store. I'm all the way up. First of all, let's get this. Fine coal. Oh jeez. Did I turn in these quests? Branch headband. I didn't. I've never done that one before. Well, in that case, be right back, Naoki. Cause I gotta hustle back here. Practice building so I can give this to the homely student. I don't know. The game is just mean calling her that. Where is it? There she is. That's one, and then the other one is at the floodplain. Is there any other? Quest 53. What is Quest 53? I did not want to add that as a bookmark, you ding dong. Quest 53. Oh, okay. I have to give her this branch headband. Maybe... I don't know why. I'm still picking up the pieces here. locker. There's nothing inside. There's something in your shoe locker today if you did well in your exams. That's November 8th. Really? So somebody stole it. They're like, ooh, man. Is there something cool in Yu's locker? Just go ahead and take it. You know? He's fantastic. Oh my gosh. It's like baked goods. Alright, Naoki, let's get you up to rank 9.
Oh.
Like, I'm Tawu. So. Up at Junes, huh? Charge him extra.
Hey!
Yosuke.
Oh, hi.
You're Yosuke.
Just stop it.
I don't know if Yosuke is actually helping.
All right.
Can you just ignore you?
I'm sorry.
Rank 9. It's 8 actually, not 9. I thought it was 9. It's awful.
I'll see you again.
Ah. Work as a tutor today. What's up? What's going on? Go outside. We're into this for the long haul. If you want me to explain the title, just wait until we get to December 3rd. Pretty much nothing. Like I said, when I defeated the last stream, it's honestly just... it was honestly just for a long haul. It's basically been social links and all this other junk.
Like this? Mister.
So like part of me is gonna go a little bit quicker because it's like I have so many days because this goes until December 3rd. That's more to stuff, or that's more things that I have to explain once we get to the point, or once we get to December 3rd. because December 3rd is like a very pivotal day. It's basically, so December 3rd in this game is how November 21st is in Persona 5, Persona 5, excuse me. If you remember what happened on November 21st back in Persona 5. I apologize for being so cryptic, but I'm trying not to spoil anything. Other than, like, that hint. That's something I can hint at just because I've talked about it so many times. But at the same time, if you actually I know you watched the one labeled 7/12/17, the live stream last year, but I don't know if I actually straight up talked about it.
Can you tutor me a little more?
I can't remember. So now we go to November 9th. This is gonna be Naoki? Yep. Yeah, I mean, we need to... We can just do that. This will make it easier because I needed to go hang out with Naoki anyway. This is where she died, actually. Dang. He's really, like, driving the spike in. I definitely don't think that was the case.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not going too fast for texts.
She must have wanted to live more, huh?
Oh, I mean... I totally forgot about Gamescom.
Poor sis.
Everybody wants their family to live. And I mean, unless they hate their family, but...
Thank you.
I think he was just numb to the pain. It's telling me to read Catching Bugs, but I mean, there's no point. It's so somber to come in back here and just like listen to this music and then without, welcome back! Welcome home, big bro! Stuff like that. So, I'm just gonna continue making models actually. I mean, from here on out, ooh, the silver scooter, I can put it on the shelf. Have I not put anything on the shelf? Well, isn't that a shame? The weather from here on out is pretty much easy. It's Naoki again. Do I need to, November 10th? Yeah, Naoki. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with Naoki again. This will be rank 10, but yeah, like I was saying, I said this the first 2 times I tried to say it, and then I'll say it again. Yeah, the weather is supposed to be actually summer weather for like the rest of the summer, at least what I see. No more like mid-80s, no more of that nonsense. And what I mean by normal is normal around here. Ever since I grew up, it was like In the 70s, it was sunny, and in the 70s, mid 70s. That's how it has always been. Well, I mean, mid 70s is mainly the average, but it's like the one time, okay, because this area is like higher up, because obviously the living room looks down there. This area looks down on the living room, which means the heat rises up. I know you know that because I've mentioned it so many times. But it's like the one, like the hotter the summer, well, you chill it a little bit, but I can at least control how cool it gets because I got fans down there. And now it's not like high 50s and low 60s at night, so it takes forever to cool off. When I blast the fans at night, it cools off pretty quick. So I haven't needed to turn on the fans in a few too. So snow is definitely not rare. I can assure you that. There are years when there's like no snow, and then there are years where they just decide to dump a foot of snow. It's really weird. It's been very hyperactive and very inactive at times. Depends on if it's like La Nina, El Nino, perfect timing.
I've been trying not to think about it all this time. But I finally feel like I can face reality.
Oh yeah.
No.
I know. Like, I haven't even needed to turn on this fan in a while. Is this the June S receipt?
I wanted to give it to you.
I've known somebody that lives in Florida since 2013, I think it was. So there is the hanged man. And a lot of these social links are gonna get maxed out today. First up the list is the hanged man. Confuse Addis.
I really want to thank you.
Now we gotta go and speak to Shu. Of course, it's not gonna level up, so. Please tell me he's open. Ah, he's not open. Gosh dang. Like, these don't matter either. Today's a free day. It really is. There's no daytime meetings. I guess I can check out Okina City. This guy, the person who made the guide said they, Nanaka's still in the hospital. Wait a second. I thought I recognized this place. Where's the one in... I want to know what it looks like in Persona 3. Because I was going to be like, hey, they reused assets. Yeah, it kind of is. They just reused the same assets. It's literally... Because, I mean, it's the same... It is the same build. It is the same store. Or the same franchise. Because it was in Persona 3. So, it's not a surprise. Quest 55 is available tomorrow. Interesting. Did I miss any others? I don't think I did. That's why I needed to keep the quest guide up. Oh, okay. We'll have to remember that. Oh! A Buddhist monk? I didn't know about that connection. What was his name? Oh, crap. He was the tower social link Persona 3. He was the tower social link. Mutatsu is his name. That's interesting. It's too bold. From here on out, a card icon will be displayed if Persona status screen skill listings. Wait, what? Card icon will be displayed in Persona status screen skill listings. Drink coffee when you have a Persona equipped that knows a skill with this card icon, and you can obtain a card with that skill. If the Persona has no skills with the card icon shown, you will not gain. I lost consciousness. That's some strong coffee. So I read world-class bugs. Harvest of vegetables in the rain. I guess more daikon. I actually haven't played Halo in a long time. Instead, I'm going to... I don't have a model. All the model robots right here. Let's get more. Let's make it symmetrical. Whee! 360s. Okay, we're done. is there any? Because I don't need to fish anymore. I might actually. Actually, let's do that. Because I do need to grab fish for the cat. I have 2. That's a shame. I need to grab more bugs after this. Whoops. Oh well. A couple things I need to do because I still need to talk to Ari. I need to go to the next one, I should say. Gotta be quick. Oh, wow, 4. No, just to continue the, to try to deal with the quest for defeat the cat. Quest 55. Oh, I forgot to talk to him. Oh man, I forgot to talk to Funky Student. You know what? I'm gonna read Catching Bugs this time. I can't actually because I need to talk to Shu. I always forget that. Did I say it won't? Oh, will deepen. Okay, cool.
About this.
It's too late to be outside. But I've been doing that for so long. Work hard and you can be the next Albert Einstein.
Mister.
Excuse me. Could it be being pretty frank about it?
Thank you very much.
This guy will be a self-confident. I mean, it's not that he's not confident. I just don't think he's a people person.
Please come back again.
I need to talk to a Funky Student. This is the 13th, right? Yeah. Oh, I can't talk to Funky Student. No. Okay. All right, Tanaka. Rising brace, diet food, nice shoes, and a red battle suit. Nah. I'm going outside. I said Funky Student, but I also kind of like funk music, you know. You don't have any seedlings that I really care about. So I don't think I have a lover's persona. I do not. Okay, so first things first, I'm the realist. I'm just kidding, but yeah, almost. I think it's sometime later, past December. I'll just take Undine. Undine. I was actually thinking about streaming, oops, I need to go back here so I can sell my junk. The junk that I got from, holy moly. Accessories. Blaze Valve, get rid of this. Icicle Valve, get rid of this. See, all these would do is just increases the damage, and I never really use that. Storm Pin does what? Reduces. Yeah, I don't need it. Prevents Rage, don't need it. Ice Suppressor, don't need it. Volt Suppressor, no, don't need it. Awareness Note? Not really. Sigma Drive. I have 2 of those. Not that type of junk. Okay, Risa, let's get you to rank 8 or rank 9. Oh, what? She's gonna get an incredible move here.
Senpai, I thought about it.
Ugh, you're gonna go
Why
back.
my mind just went blank when I heard about Konami. I mean, I ran away from showbiz because I was tired of being an idol. So I shouldn't have had any problems.
Yet.
And yet, I felt so angry about it. Why do you think that is?
Because Rosette is Rise
Yeah.
too?
You knew all along, huh? But really, that's how it was. Risette's name in lights, idolized by the masses. That was me, too. I didn't want to lose that me. There's no way to become someone else. I ran away from my plain, gloomy self. Then I ran away from my idol self. Right now, I'm the homicide detective self, I guess. I would have run away from that as well if I didn't realize.
She's
I've been
gonna be
trying to
rank
become
9, I
how I
believe.
wanted to be.
But, like,
I pick a role. When I'm through with it, I continue chasing the real me by picking another role. When in fact, those roles are all me. I don't want to run away anymore. I don't want to search somewhere else for myself. I'm gonna hang in there as the complete me.
she's gonna get, like, some crazy. She's gonna protect the party at times. If an ally would fall to an attack that hits the entire party, Rise will block it once. So in other words,
glad I came
that
to this
Mabufu
town.
Dine attack that Kunino Sajiri did against me wouldn't have happened.
I'm glad to have
Had
met
Rise
you
been
and
ranked
the others
9.
too.
Just as an example.
Let's go home, Senpai.
Whew. Shoot, I guess, I mean, might as well just keep reading stuff, like catching bugs, honestly. I should have done this before, but I didn't. Where is Funky Student? But yeah, I was thinking about, like, doing streaming it, so like this would have been yesterday, and we do a Persona 4 or a Persona 5 Striker stream tomorrow, and then basically Kyoto's supposed to be only a twofer, where there was one infiltration stream and one boss fight stream that I would have done on next Sunday. But I realized that wouldn't work on schedule-wise, especially when I found out that I had to work slightly earlier in the evening, so there wouldn't have been any time. It's riddle time. Let's see what I have to do. Time for another logical throwdown. Once again, the category is categories. Our old friends Group A and Group B are back in effect. F's in the chat. I'm kidding. It's in Group A. G's in Group B. N is in Group A. O is in Group B. Which group does P? B group. Where they're drawn. That's true. Okay, here we go. The last one. I'm gonna try to not do this. TC is in Group A. XE is in Group B. MD is in Group A. RN is in Group B. This is dealing with a periodic table of elements. Prometheum. But since I actually don't know it, I'm just gonna look at that. Stop, need, decimal, arts, penal, wines, on set, guns. Why need? The answer is need. I don't know why. There's at least 2 other single word anagrams that use every letter. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. I don't think he's black. Well, I don't think it's because of that. No, he's not black. Okay, maybe he's a little bit darker skinned, but that doesn't mean that's what funky meant. I've seen dudes not have an afro. Alright, I've seen like other races have that. Going to town. Where am I going? Oh, Central Shopping District. Duh. Let's continue talking to this distraught mother. Where's Yuta? Oh, there he is. And there he goes.
Hearing him call me Mom, it had a nice ring to it.
Things are turning up Millhouse, huh?
He's actually a sweet boy.
I don't know what the word doting means.
I was blind. No, I wasn't even trying to see him for myself. Maybe I was just afraid of facing him. You're right.
Rank 9. So this is probably going to be one of those that we complete as well.
Utah, let's go home.
Alrighty, I need to read more books. I think he's 17. I wonder if I could, like, this, that. I don't have a fortune persona. What? Why is there another one? Oh, it's the same one. I didn't think you could do that. Why do they still have more? Jeez, okay. Oh, no, not that. Catching bugs. The 15th. I don't have it. I'm pretty confident there's no fortune persona in here. Get Bufudine. I don't know why. Here it is. Let me snag, check compendium, view compendium. Fortune. I am... Oh my gosh, this is... I don't have these personas. Is there any persona that I can do right now that I can get a fortune persona? I can get Ananta that requires me throwing away Jin. And then I can get Atropos. Is there any Shizaku Kinki Haredi? Tau Kinki Suzaku. I'm gonna have to revise Suzaku again though. Is there a fortune right here? Whoops. Nope. 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 How do I get Trumpeter again? Matador, Wild Rider, Daisoju, and Touty. Forgot how you get Touty, but I don't think I can get Touty. The lowest I can go is here. Can't even get Daisoju. Oh, I can. I'll do this. It's gonna lose this. I can always get that one back though. I'll do all this fusing stuff later. I needed a fortune persona still. I haven't stepped foot in the school that I'm going to, just in general, due to the pandemic. Just have to spend a butt ton of money. Gotta go to the floodplain, talk to the other twin. Stretch. Something I need to do real quick. Why am I back here? Oh. Where'd the twin go? Oh, she's way over here. I thought you were supposed to walk. And then I gotta go back again. Ridiculous. That's what this is. Fetch quests! Make it stop! There we go, quest 53 is done. Let me talk to Naoto! Jeez! Oh, I mean, they're not... I don't know, actually. Gotta start working on Naoto's social link, because I'm gonna need Naoto's skills and such. Probably. Just a plain white card. That's no fun.
Yes.
What? What about the card? So this is rank 2. She also gets Invigorate 1, which I believe just deals with SP. Let's try and battle. I don't really... I don't really need Blight either. Vorpal Blade comes... yeah, because I get Vorpal Blade. Oh, crap.
I'll see you again.
I had a feeling my vegetables would be ready. We got vegetable seeds. I forgot what the cabbages do. Anyway, I need to go and talk to Shu. It's gonna be a quick one. It'd be nice to actually get to this one. Decide later. I'll deal with Ein. Today's the 16th. Who else is talking to me? Jeez. Oh, Naoto. Anybody else? No. Next important date is, I'm assuming, the 20th, because the 20th is when we needed to get Nanako out of there, but we already did. So I have Pabble Sag, so I don't really need to go grab an Emperor.
The other day, I went to visit Dad's grave. It's the first time I went on my own. I had a lot to tell him. Up to now, I never could look Dad square in the eye. You know what I mean. While he was living, after he died, I feel like I was running away the whole time.
I didn't know about this part.
Dad told me something right before he died. If you're a man, you have to become strong. Felt like he was telling me I wasn't a real man. Pissed me off. So I changed my looks and pushed myself away from people. Fighting gangs, thinking I was protecting Mom, trying to catch this killer. I thought all of that was how I was becoming strong. That I was really making up for all the trouble I caused. I was drunk off my power. But that wasn't it.
Oh, I didn't even notice you were
What
here.
Dad meant. I still don't really get what being strong means, but I'm gonna start by not lying to myself. No more being scared of everyone, hiding my hobbies, staying away from people. Anytime, any place, I'm gonna bust right through as my own self. That's the way to deal with that other me in the TV world. As long as there's someone like that snot-nosed kid to accept me, I ain't afraid of nothing.
Find more of them.
I should, huh? Well, the more people who understand me, the better.
There's rank 9. It'd be really nice if I could get him to max, but now he can take a mortal blow from me in
I'm
battle,
gonna put
which
those
means
dolls of mine up for sale at the shop.
it's now it won't be just Yukiko.
You were a big hit with that kid and his mom. They called me just to say thank you. I got a kick out of that. Oh, I gotta go buy supplies. I need a jet.
This is November 17th. The next one, I gotta read another book. Books are for eating! Not really, but... Well, not ghost stories. I want world-class bugs. Aw. Okay, what am I gonna whistle now? Ah! Clown lady! Wait. Is that really? Dang! Are you sure about that? Blow your ears? I apologize. My bad. Bride wine. I embarrassed Yosuke. Sorry, Yosuke, I gotta make you look like an idiot. The 17th. Oh, please don't tell me. Please tell me I have a moon persona. I do not. I'm going to go moon the Velvet Room. You know, I'm tired. I am tired of these mother snakes on this mother plane. Ah! Obviously, I'm not going to say that. Because I don't really say that. Check compendium. No! We are going to fuse personas. We are looking for the moon. We are going to moon the Velvet Room. Give her Makala. And they haven't... Come on. I need Atropos, and I just spent so much money on Atropos. Oh, this is fine. Well, this is gonna be our support persona, I guess. Sama Recarm, Media Rahan. Really though? I lose my ice persona though. I can get it back. I can do this, can't I? No. That's not that one. I need those. I will do this though, because I don't need Tawu. I'm gonna snag Dekaja and resist fire, guaranteed. And then I don't really have anything else, so I guess I'm not Tarakaja. Mamudin gains Blight. Tetraja, which I don't need. Giri Makala! Ow, my arm. What's this? This will help you to find most popular fusions availability from among all players who are connected to the network while playing. Everybody wanted Kikuri Hime and White Rider. And a few Shiki OGs. But a lot of Kikuri Hime and White Rider. It's not a surprise that White Rider... Like, really, it's not a surprise that White Rider is one of the most picked up personas. Mainly because White Rider, like I said, I was definitely saying this before I went into heaven. White Rider is actually probably the personas... or the most used persona there, because he has the resistances to light and darkness, which Heaven is known for to have. But I got lucky with Belial because I had I had the two resists that it had, so. Well, time to talk to I. She's at literally right near the shoe lockers. Here you are.
Oh.
Yeah? Huh. Yeah, it happens all the time. You can't actually date her, though. You cannot. weird. Rank 8.
See you again.
Shoo! We need tension. Who's our villain now? Oh, there's still more villains. Namatame is also in the hospital, but we'll see more about that pretty soon here. Especially with November 20th coming. A lot of people tutored, didn't they? Worked at home, janitor job, tutoring job, spent time with Rise. Why would anybody do that, you know? When you can tutor. Actually, I don't think there's bugs over here. I think it's because it's nighttime. Oh, I can. Okay. I'm getting ready for this. Aww. I got a Genji beetle at least. Well, let's go back to the bus stop. Just in case if I end up screwing something up, I don't want to keep going back. I still have Abaddon. There's still being rank 8 for him though.
About this.
A big test, huh?
Mister.
This guy. Oh, come on, you. That's so vain. Whew. You're on a train. Keep speeding up, but I don't know where the tracks lead. There are no exits, so I can't get out. There's someone coming from the car behind me. I hear the doors opening and the footsteps. I don't know who it is. I get scared. You must be tired. Just like me, I keep yawning. If you're not at your best, you're at your worst. Rank 8.
Mister, thank you.
I don't want any of those. So I'm just looking. Ah. Just gonna go fish again. Cause I do have bugs now. I have like 7 of them. So let me feed the cat with the 1 fish that I have. Cat's not here because it's raining, that's right. Does make sense. And I'm not allowed to... Oh, I can go over here. Except the cat is not here. I never knew that I could walk over there this entire time. Fun fact, I've been playing this game as far back as 2009, and yet I still don't know. Still never would have guessed. I've never had to go over there. There's literally nothing over there. But trout. I gotta remember to keep grabbing bugs though. Alright, I'm gonna do this with my eyes closed. What the heck is this? Huge fish? Alright, I'm gonna see if I can do this with my eyes closed. I opened my eyes. Sorry. World-class bugs. Another free day. I don't think there's a the bugs are gonna be there because it's raining, but I can still check. But if that's the case, then I don't know. Oh yeah, I know. I don't know why. I'm just good at reading quickly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so that's a shame. So then what can I do instead? I don't have any bugs. Sakina City. Actually, I don't think the cat's. Oh, I don't think the cat that chills out here is there. Is she? Is the? Oh, she's here. Cabbage seedling, wheat seedling. Oh, cracked wheat. Wait, I need that. I couldn't tell you what to do. I guess. Wait, what's this? Well, I mean, I might as well do that now. So, quest 54. Find my pet. Start, let's go to North Shopping District and talk to the dog with a quest bubble. So, north. So the dog's not gonna be there because it's... Yeah, I can't do that right now. So let's... We're gonna be, romantic.
Hello? Yeah! Well, see ya. Sorry, were you waiting long?
It's just a movie. Calm
Let's go.
yourself. Jeez. Oh, I saw this movie already with Reset. Oh, she leveled up. Wait, I totally forgot about that. Yo, I thought this gave a boost.
We should go again.
I totally forgot about that. Okay, November 19th, shoo.
Hey.
What? What the heck?
I'm sorry. Go home!
Wow. Okay. What up with that message? Oh, you're thinking that, okay, that Shu did that? Why would the school call him about that? Angel skirt for and diet food. Stop trying to get Soma. Okay, no, I'm getting the Soma. Thank you. Okay, go outside. Another free day. I'm actually gonna level up Naoto. It's like going to the arcade in Persona 3.
Yes? I'll see you later.
Let me I definitely needed to level up
Very
Naoto
sorry
here.
to keep you waiting. Huh? Let's go.
This is more about just to level you up. $71. Something I forgot to do is plug in my phone.
That wasn't bad.
Charge. $26%.
I wouldn't mind doing that again.
This is 26%. Here it is.
And now the weather. The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
So this was the day where you were supposed to harvest the vegetables. Yeah, this was the day that I needed to get Nanako. Like, this is the deadline, so watch the Midnight Channel. There should be nobody there. Weird.
Oh, there he is!
Take a look at this. Namatame's in today's paper.
Today before dawn, the suspect Taro Namatame, who had been confined in a local hospital, regained consciousness. In response to the police questioning, he testified that he is sorry for what he has done and was scared. From here on, the police are hoping to solve the entire case based on the suspect's depositions.
So it's finally over.
Yeah, seriously. I wish we could have done it sooner. Isn't the fog kind of thick this morning? And it's so chilly. It rarely gets this cold in November.
Oh, it's you guys. Perfect timing.
Actually.
I just got a call from the hospital. They said that starting today, it's okay to visit Nanako-chan.
So she's getting a little
Hey.
better. Thank goodness.
Oh, is that today's paper? So you already know about him.
Is it finally over, though?
Well, the perp's been caught, so yeah. He's still mentally unstable, but we're slowly piecing together a story. This is still a secret, but I guess it's okay to tell you guys. You know that diary we found? There were entries about Miss Yamano and Miss Konishi in it. Looks like Namatame had been making advances on Miss Konishi.
That son of a bitch!
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head to the hospital now. Dojima-san's recovering too, so I need to go over a few things about this case with him.
Yosuke,
Sorry. I'm alright. Namatame's been caught. He can't hurt anyone now. But forget him. Let's all go visit Nanako-chan after school.
of course. Let's tell the others once we get to school.
Finals! Ah! Scary! Scary stuff.
Nanako, everyone's here to see you.
Bro.
Dojima-san! Ugh, how many times does this make it today? I understand that you're worried about your daughter, but you still need your rest too.
Sorry.
Are your injuries that bad?
Well, my wounds are just closed up, and it seems I have a couple of fractures as well.
I'm sorry. I'll wheel him back to his room immediately.
Not even Nanako has a pillow!
What are you apologizing for?
It's almost time for your checkup,
I didn't
so
realize
make
that.
sure you're back in your room before then.
Big bro. came.
Her condition is stable for now, but I never thought I'd say this as a doctor, but we still can't figure out the cause of Nanako-chan's symptoms. That's why we can only administer temporary treatments to alleviate her current pains.
But she's not in danger anymore, is she?
She's regained consciousness, but we can't let our guard down yet. All we can do for now is to monitor her condition closely.
Adachi, how's it going with Namatame?
Well, he's awake now, but he's in no condition to tell us anything useful. We only get a little time each day to interrogate him, so we're stuck until his strength recovers.
I see. I should get back to work as soon as possible. Hopefully by then, Nanako will be out of the hospital.
I think Nanako-chan can get more peace and quiet if she stays here. It's so foggy out, and there's been some weird rumors going around. Seems like no one knows why there's so much fog in town.
It's true. The number of patients complaining about fog-related health problems has increased, which is quite unusual.
Isn't that just a rumor?
I can't say for sure that it has no effect on the human body. It certainly could be a psychological effect. People's anxiety over the fog could cause problems. But as far as the fog's chemical makeup, well, that's not my field, so I can only speculate. What concerns me is that transportation of our medical supplies has been delayed due to the fog.
Fog-related health problems. Oh, that's just ridiculous. Anyone who says that is just blowing smoke.
Could you imagine if fog was actually a health concern? Crazy. I think more of this, huh?
Isn't this weather strange? How could it be lasting so long?
I've never seen anything like it.
I wonder what's causing it. It's so creepy. I heard that a friend of mine's son got sick from the fog and collapsed. You know how sensitive children are to that sort of thing.
I heard something too. They say an old man was driving through the fog and got into an accident.
What? Did he lose control?
This is basically like Facebook.
Well, he'd never been in an accident or even gotten a ticket
Misinformation.
before, so something seems off. Isn't that scary?
I've even heard there are experts saying it's poisonous. I wonder if that's true.
This is basically akin to what's happening on like social media now with misinformation.
Do you think it's, because of that global warming thing?
Isn't that
This
just
town's
funny?
changed a lot over the years. I wish the government would step in and do something about this.
That's that too.
I agree completely.
They're
If
both
we're going to
housewives.
pay taxes, I expect the authorities to do their jobs.
Yeah, because they can control the weather, huh?
This fog is poison! It's a gas filled with viruses! Don't inhale the fog, or you'll die!
He's not the first one like that I've seen lately.
Poisonous gas, though?
Oh, I'm sure it's not true.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
Oh my. I think I'm coming down with something.
You can't be serious. Oh, that's right. I needed to do some grocery shopping. Well then.
Business has been so slow lately.
Yes, Rise's grandmother. It'll do that. I'm gonna be behind in fishing too. Actually, speaking of fishing, this is interesting too. If you ever watched I think on certain episodes of Soul of the Storm have that music. Give me a sec. I don't think I got it. Oh, perfect timing. Nice. That's a lot, jeez. Did I get another chance? No. But yeah, when you hear this soundtrack is called Omen, and it's actually the one that's that I use on on the credits of certain Soul of the Storm videos when it ends off on a low point. I use Zame's like Johto credits when it ends off on a high point. But that's what I remember. Ooh, cat. Soon, cat, soon. So I gotta read expert fishing. See, not expert fishing, but where are you? Beginner fishing. So the thing about there is an actual extra boss in this next one. Ooh, 4 quests are available today. Finals. But yeah, there's a boss that appears in heaven, but when I check the guide, you don't actually have to do anything. Book of maps. But yeah, the guide actually doesn't tell you to take part into it, like battle it, until like January, which is quite some time. So anyways, November 22nd, how do you visit Nanako? Oh, the hospital, right, from the thing. Bring chariot, lovers, and emperor. So I have to go to the bus stop to go to the... I don't think I have all those. I don't think I have chariot. I know that. Oh, no, I do. I still have Kinki. And then I have... It's chariot, lovers, and emperor. Chariot. Oh, I fused away lovers. Okay. Do I have an open slot? I do. So I'll just pick up like Queen Mab or something, like the cheapest one. Passed it already, I think. Yep, I did. I never actually got Queen Mab. I guess I have to get Undine again. We're gonna be doing a super mega, like, huge fusing stream sometime here. What? How do I get to the hospital? So just to double check, Emperor, Chariot, and Lovers. I don't know how to get to the hospital. How to visit Nanako. Oh. Speak to Yosuke. Oh, wait a sec. Get that back up. Quests 56 or 59 are available. So I'm gonna quickly go snag those. So first, girl on the roof. Two. Menace classroom, whoops. There he is. Then practice building. Desk refurbishing part 4. I'm gonna write these new ones down before we do this. Building a shelf. Okay, so acquire an old ore. First floor of the practice building. And then the Samagawa floodplain is the last one. This guy. And now we can go talk to Yosuke. There's a total of 69, I believe. Nice. 69. Nice. Can't say 69, nice, without saying nice. Go back up to... here, because I need to talk to Yosuke. Continue. So I still have Abbott on. I didn't really change it. Kind of got ugly. The funny thing is, you can get to this point in Shu's social link, so any day can be his birthday. Have a modest celebration. Cake. Juness. Holy moly, he got everybody. Everybody's here. You were gonna have a smaller celebration, but Yosuke invited everybody.
Sheesh.
Yes.
I didn't even know. That's crazy. I mean, I would be too.
Huh?
A wax flavored cake. That sounds like something that you guys would make, right? Yukiko and Chie? Wink, wink. No kicking. Shoot, shoot, where is it? Is this your face? She's holding... I can only just imagine that she's holding his face like a bowling ball, like, oh my god! I don't know why I just did it like that.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why I just did this. He's just holding his face like a bowling ball. Ah!
Ow!
You just landed on Kanji. Why is everybody planking? Planking is so 2011. Man. Where's my, chapstick? Hey, it was fun times. Stuck in the dark.
Should I have been born?
The guy, I think that is voice actor. I think it's the. There's no way that it's the same voice actor. I think it is. Yeah. That gave it away. The guy who does Shu's voice is Teddy. It's the one who does Teddy's voice. Kinda, I didn't notice that. Everyone's calling him stupid. Even Teddy. Even Noto. These are tears of joy, I think. Oh, suspended. Cheated? What?
I'm sorry.
You got jealous.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I've definitely heard about that. That's his mother, I think.
Thank you, mister.
Rank 9. That one was one of the longest ones. Ooh, a melon seeding. Yep, definitely taking that one. I think Kanji is around up north. But I'll go to the shrine and get snacks and bugs. Wait a sec. Oh, that's what that is. I'll do that later. Definitely not on this one. Not on this stream, I should say. Collecting so much bugs. I don't think you'd like this Mountain Dew then. It's like a watermelon flavor. Oh, that was a bad timing. I still got like 5. This is rank 10.
Sorry for barging in like this. I thought it'd be a good place. Oh, first though, there's one more thing I figured out. Rise stopped by our store the other day. She said the dolls were cute, so I told her I made them. And she said that was creepy. Kinda stung, but I kept on showing her the other stuff I made. And in the end, she said, maybe you're an amazing guy after all. Pissed me off the way she said it, but that aside, I get it now. This is what he was talking about. Just been throwing in the towel all this time. Of course no one could understand me. I've been keeping my distance out of fear. So I decided that I'd do things my way, no matter how tough. But it ain't just about hanging out with guys who understand you and telling the rest to get bent. You gotta make an effort if you want people to understand you. I wasn't even trying. Not just about my hobby, but like, when the police suspected me, it didn't even cross my mind to try to tell them my story. I let them think whatever they want. And because of that, You, Ma, and that kid all got dragged into it. I didn't put in the slightest effort to try and make them understand. It's easier for me to act tough. So from now on, I got 2 rules. Rule 1, be myself. Rule 2, get people to understand me. I want you to have this, Senpai.
Cute strap.
This thing's me being me. Now I can say it straight out. That other me is me.
Except for the part about liking dudes, I think. Kanji's persona has been reborn. Take Mikazuchi is transfigured into Rakuten Mao.
This? For reals? I get it. So I've become a little stronger, huh? You're my hero, dude. And my best bud.
Maxed. No kiss. Let's touch masks, Kanji. So I believe... Yeah, we can fuse Odin now. Evade wind. Is there any? I'd probably get rid of electric boost now that I think about it.
So as far as getting other people to understand me, today I'm holding the Oven Mitt Puppets 101 class right here. Don't worry, even you can do it. It'll be real cute. Believe me.
At Dojima's house? Jeez. Ooh, Selma. Heck yeah. What can we read that's not food fight? Oh wait, no, I was still working on fishing, right. Alright, November 24th. Still a Kinki, so. Who's... Ah, Chie. Perfect. That's literally what I needed to do. Hold on, I'm curious. Hey Google, when was Thanksgiving in 2011? Well, this is supposedly Thanksgiving back in 2011.
Today is steak bowl day! Just you wait! I don't have any more.
Don't tell me they're at it again! Let's go! What are you up to?
Huh? Aw, not her again.
I know how to handle this bitch.
You look like you got something planned.
Help!
Yeah, I saw that
Hear
too.
that, Chie-chan? He wants help.
How do you know my name?
We ran into the guy you saved last time. Had a friendly conversation. He told us all kinds of stuff. Like where you live, and about that precious Yukiko-san of yours.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, I'm just gonna have a little chat with this kid. Stay put, okay? Cause who knows what'll happen to Yukiko-san if you get in our way.
Man, that's nasty.
Why you?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we can't let these guys get away.
You sure about that? So you don't care what happens to your loved ones?
You're not Kanashiro.
Fine. Then hit me. You're pissed at me, right? Then why don't you just take a swing at me? I won't fight back. Be my guest.
She's not bluffing.
The face, the gut, just pick a target. As hard as you want.
Like, I know Chie as much
Come
as
on.
everybody else.
Freak. What's with this bitch? She for real? Whatever, man. Let's go.
She wasn't bluffing.
Miss, thank you. Huh? Oh, no, don't worry about it. My heart's still pounding. Was that stupid of me?
Not at all.
Thanks. It might have been stupid, but I wanted to save them. That kid, Yukiko, how I feel about this isn't fake. I really want to protect them.
Rank 9.
Well, I also want to protect you. I might be a little flaky and maybe...
Don't care. She might be a lot like the most popular girl in this game, according to the internet. Myself, I really don't give a damn. So if I want to be crucified by the Persona subreddit, they can just do that. I'm just not attracted. I don't know. She just doesn't do it for me. This is the last one. I'm in the 1% of the internet, yeah.
Let's start over as a family. Mister, thank you. About this.
Test results, huh? Yeah? I don't want to end up on a list.
Think about my life and set my own path. Because I just realized that.
That is ranked maxed rank of the tower. I think I just started this one. Can now fuse Shiva, the god of destruction. No thanks. I'm good. I haven't even called myself a Pokatuber in a long time. Cause it's just that kind of...
We can play baseball together sometime, though.
I have to quit being a tutor. Oh no. But it's like, I haven't called myself that in a long time just because it's kind of run its course in a way. Because, I don't know. Still gotta work on Naoto. Actually, now that I think about it, there's no point in going for bugs right now because I don't need to go anywhere. I only go right here. Walk her home anyway. She's like, no, I'll be fine. No, I'm gonna walk you home anyway. What is that, like a love note? Oh, a love letter? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
You can do with it though. Maybe not.
Senpai.
Rank 3. Apparently not. Harvest the vegetables. Melon. Once I get through the fishing thing, then I can deal with it. I'm just basically skipping the non-important stuff, like right here. Moki. Well, I mean, if I'm gonna do this, I might as well just... I think I'd miss that message if you got it. Catch bugs. We got a lot of bugs. This is another one that I shall complete. Airy. I'm it? Oh no!
Thank you so much.
Really? Ouch. Gotta stop cracking my middle finger. You for the best.
Thank you.
Whoops.
I was scared, but I've learned my lesson now. I won't just try and escape into my own personal time. Thank you so much.
That's another one down. Rank 10 of the Temperance. Oh man, we just are gonna be continuously maxing things out. So I can fuse Vishnu now.
So long. And
that's it for the daycare. Do I still need to read Expert Fishing? I can't remember. I do. What's the shopping program have today? Oh. That's stupid. Okay, apparently I can't use the shopping program because Altanaka is gonna be giving me these stupid masks. Gas masks. Just in case if anybody wants to take me out of context. For fog. Where am I going? Central Shopping District. Because we're gonna max out Rise right here.
Look, that line over there is the shopping district. That's us. We're so small. I need to remember that. Senpai, you're leaving in the spring, right? I've made up my mind about something. You see, I'm thinking of going back into showbiz this spring. I am Risette, after all. And when I consider it that way, I think I can have more fun working. I know how hard it is for a star to make a comeback after an entire year's absence. But even then, I want to start over from the beginning. Do you remember the fan who gave me that letter? And my old manager, Inoue-san? For my family, everyone, you, and for myself. Senpai, this... I want you to have it, Senpai.
Same photo.
It's the one we took at school. I look really normal, don't I? But even then, I signed it Rosette. A Rosette without a fake smile.
You just want me to kiss everybody in this game, don't you?
I won't make the same mistake. I won't run away. I won't try to be someone I'm not. The many Riseis inside of me, I want to cherish them. I quit thinking about such stupid things. I mean, in reality, there's no such thing as a real me or a fake me. As long as you know what you really want to do, no matter how hard it is, you'll be okay. I can do it.
I have already passed the point where like you could actually start dating Risei though. But Himiko levels reborn into Kanzion.
This means my powers have changed? I see. I've become a little stronger. Thanks to you being with me. I want to find lots of different me's. And I want to get stronger, so instead of running away from them, I'll welcome them with open arms. I was relying on you, but I want to be able to stand on my own 2 feet. Thank you, Senpai. I love you.
Maxed. Ishtar. That's who I was looking for, is Ishtar.
Now that I got that out, I'm hungry. Let's go eat somewhere. After all, come spring, I won't be able to do that anymore. Let's go, Senpai.
Before I fused, what was it? Faith, Arcana, Persona. I can't remember her name. Maria. Okay, yeah, that was before I fused. Anyway, let's go fish. Wait a sec. I think some of these I can't use. Except in Suchiri Beach. Keep going. Whoops. Oh, crap. Oh, I saw that too. They realized their bottom dollar was gonna crater if they did that. If I don't have enough fish for this stupid cat, I'm going to be annoyed. Ah. Well, I haven't even been able to... Oh, crap. I spammed X. Cool. Exams are today, though, so they begin today. I knew this was going to be a longer than normal stream, but... Let's speed this part up. French food stem from Italian. Figure and figure skating referred to. That's geometric shapes. I do remember that. Yes. Because, like, between 4th and 9th grade. Mainly closer to 9th grade. Especially 9th grade. Who's buried in the... Wouldn't that be Khufu? Look on maps? Obviously an atlas. Especially 9th grade I did. Because I was like, I don't want to do work. I'm just not going to do it. So then I didn't know anything about the test. And then I realized... I was like, wait a minute, I'm just going to have to take more years of school for this. So then I started paying attention. That'd be bridal. And a bird is a Kankelbodi. A cuckoo. Cuckoo. I don't really know how to pronounce that. On to December. It does. No country owns the South Pole. That's the Fibonacci sequence. So many exams. Yeah, I didn't actually repeat any classes or any like grades. What desert is the Welwitschia? I can't pronounce that. That's Namib. Was reconsidered a rice cake. Mochi. I don't know how to pronounce that either.
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Whoa! Where'd you guys come from?
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad, it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
Oh, this girl never changes.
It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
You gave Kanji an idea.
Guys, put on your glasses!
Whoa, it's all clear.
How interesting.
What the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
Then, could the fog from over there be leaking into our world? Huh? Well, you guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
Last day of exam. There will be dramatic turns in the story from this point. It is strongly recommended that you would take this opportunity to save. You have to save your game now? Oh yeah. Here we go.
Hey, here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist of harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side. But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened, but all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right?
Can we prove anything now?
I'm sure your uncle can.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable.
Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
It's a possibility.
Hell's up with that! We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets.
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her. Or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing. It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
What's the matter?
A kotatsu?
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now? I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new kotatsu.
You can imagine how
Dude,
big her
why
smile
didn't you tell
would be.
me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the houseware section for Nanako-chan!
If we're getting a kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something. Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
Something's bugging him.
Can I still stay here?
Of course, what are you talking about?
You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back. But I don't want to go until Nana-chan gets better.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You guys.
Come over to my place.
Can I really?
That's right. You're just by yourself at home now, huh?
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
I mean, 22 days
That's a
ahead?
great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come on. Why would we do something like that?
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days do you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Junes overcharges for things.
Ugh.
Oh.
Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
Oh, jeez.
What? What did you just say?
Come on, baby. Don't fight over me.
Stay out of this!
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
What do you think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
Yeah, that white round shape's the best. A plush
I
doll's
think
the way to go.
That's better.
All right, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Yes! And we'll bake the cake!
Don't bake the cake!
Of course! Let's make it a cake to remember.
Oh, no, you're not. Are you trying to send Nanako-chan back to the hospital?
Jeez. Naoto doesn't know anything about it. However...
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay?
However, we have to kill the... Adachi unfortunately has to kill the mood.
Nanako-chan's condition suddenly got worse. The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Welcome to the events of 11010.
Doctor, this fog is poisonous, isn't it? Isn't it filled with viruses? They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
Oh, now you want to take a vaccine.
Calm down, please. That's just a rumor.
Don't tell me to calm down. You're lying. We know you have medicine for this. Are you just going to stand there and watch us die?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
Not in this game, apparently.
Right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need to return to your...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Dojima-san!
Just save her. For God's sake, please save Nanako.
We'll do our best. I must ask you to step outside for the time being.
Nanako.
Hey, can't you do something? This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
I'm thinking, but...
Damn it! Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her? Why'd it turn out like this?
Nanako-chan's gonna be okay, right?
You guys still here?
Mm-hmm.
How is Dojima-san doing?
His wounds opened up again. They're treating it over in his room now.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
Crazy.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court. Especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh, yeah. Something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs. There's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that. What the public wants is when, where, and how Namatame killed these people. And Dojima-san knows it.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
Don't shoot the messenger.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh? You want to see that stuff so bad, we'll show you. Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Hey, stop!
Kanji, you're going crazy.
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here? Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
This is how you can say shit is going to hit the fan. Oh, this is a bladeless fan.
What the hell? What's going on?
No. Nanako-chan.
Hold your fans, everybody. Because stuff's about to hit it.
Daddy.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan. Can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying? Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there. Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
How's Nanako?
Not well.
Doctor.
Doing better, I guess.
Big bro.
Definitely want to tell her that her dad's coming. I look really weird holding this fan, don't I?
I'm scared. Big bro. Dad. Daddy.
I'm not crying. I'm not.
Nanako! Nanako!
I'm sorry, sir.
When people start crying, that's when I want to cry. That's when I get... I always have to breathe in.
Damn it! Damn it!
Because not only are the girls crying, but just like how distraught this Dojima gets.
We did everything we could, but we still couldn't figure out what caused this.
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look? Huh? What's wrong, everyone?
The worst?
Huh? Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go? His room isn't that way. Wait a sec. That's the way to...
He's gonna try to...
Senpai! Senpai!
He's gonna try to do something very...
Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame!
No, not the roof.
Adachi-san said he was admitted to this hospital!
Which is a stupid idea.
You transported him to the same hospital? For crying out loud, he's the suspect in the case!
What are you getting mad at me for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved. In case something like this happened, the details of a suspect's hospitalization are confidential information.
But why would you put him in the same hospital?
Just tell us where he is already! Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we don't stop him!
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
I wouldn't put it
Hold
past
on.
him.
Just what are you guys talking about?
Cough it up! Where's his room?
Top floor in the 2nd surgical ward. Furthest room back.
Whoops.
I was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world. Even though I was the only teddy in that place, I still couldn't do anything.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave him permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh? The hell with you all! Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's the only one in the world.
Call a doctor!
Let go of me. I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
Dojima-san, was he seriously gonna...
He might have.
His only daughter's dead. Nothing would have surprised
His
me.
wife's dead even before then. That was
Dojima-san probably
life.
knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted. Damn it. He killed Senpai, and now Nanako-chan. And the bastard's gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right! Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
What's the commotion? Welcome to the room of 11010.
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan's...
I didn't.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel? Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow.
No. Come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self. And we didn't witness his shadow returning to his body as a persona either. Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed, but it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then... he wasn't deranged or anything. He knew what he was doing.
To hell with the law. I won't ever forgive what you did.
This... Please, stop!
Huh? Stop?
Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you!
Kanji.
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me. But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
We can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Still, what are you going to do?
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
I understand, but...
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Wait a second. You don't mean... Are you... serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
But...
Strip him naked? No.
What's gotten into you guys? This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
They're talking about throwing him into the TV.
Everyone, listen to me. If we're gonna do this, now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance. At this rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook, and he'll go around saving people again. You just heard what this bastard's really thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time? I can't let something like that go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But... Yosuke...
All we have to do is push him inside the TV. That's it. We do that one thing, and this is all over.
Just... push him inside?
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
So, welcome to the beginning of this whole situation. Let me bring up that tweet again. Because I put 4 dates in here leading up to January 10th, 2010. Of course, January 10th, 2018 and 2021 are just the days that I started streaming Persona 4. Of course, the one in 2018 was on an emulator. This one is, of course, Persona 4 Golden. July 5th, 2020 was a revisit of July 12th, 2017, which I called 7/12/17. And the thing about that is, that is the main date that we're gonna focus here. 7/12/17 being the whole 1/10/10 rant. Question: were you there during that live stream of 1/10/10? I want to ask you that. Were you? Whoops, wrong button. I'm gonna mute this for a second. So that's what I'm going to bring up. You can see my Twitter feed right there. Oh, there's gonna be no clues. Like, you've already seen Persona 5. this doesn't really change much, but I was livid. I'm looking for LP number 13. Where's LP number 13? Number 13. There it is. Persona 5. And then I need this one. Part 42. Saving is highly suggested. The situations like this. And then I did. Listen to this. I want to listen to this because during the here we go.
I see.
Casino jealousy shut down.
So that's what led to your ending up.
Hold on. I'm just gonna skip a part where she says, "Oh, these are all your accomplices, aren't they?" So
Yusuke, those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
I want you to listen to this. Oh man. Why do I have a feeling that this is one of those moments? This question right here reminds me of the chat with Ryuji up in the room. Ryoji, not Ryuji, not Ryuji. You should kill him during the dark hour, and the same thing right here with wondering if you should throw Namatame into the TV. Why is this one of those questions? It's not necessarily. Don't tell me what to like. Don't tell me which one to pick. You can't see the chat. You can't see the chat. There's at least like 4 or 5 people in the chat. Which ending I could get? A similar one to the whole Ryuji question. Ryoji. And the Namatame question. I'm gonna sit here and wait, cause I really don't want to make the wrong decision. You have no idea. Oh man. I actually don't know because it was so easy to pick. Like, you could easily see it, you know. Well, this is the one in 2017. The problem here. This wasn't the stream from last year. This is 2017. The problem here is that it was so easy to pick in Persona 3. Like I knew it immediately. In Persona 4, I actually knew that there was one of these things because Persona 4 was the first one that I played. But the problem is Persona 4. I didn't realize when it came, and when I finally ran into it, it was already too late. I chucked him into the TV. It can split into a good, bad, or true ending. See, I thought it would be better to have my past self from 4 years ago explain this, because it just makes a lot more sense. I don't know. No, I can't do. Not this. Stop before I spoil it. What would I spoil? Like this, we've already seen the stuff for Persona 5, and eventually. It's so unclear on what it is, because when you think about it, obviously killing Ryuji in Persona 3. Okay, let's skip that. You got the small people on the shoulder. Well, I wreck this, and I don't. Oh. I can't. Well, we're gonna see that in a sec. I have to think about this. If I say no, and then that. Oh my gosh, it's so tough. I can't say no. But if I sell them out, what will that do? I saw this question. I knew it had to have been the split answer, the split responses. Right? Because you can't pressure me here. Well, all that I'm saying is that's basically the case. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to listen. Now I have 2 people. Oh my, I know. I don't want to make the same mistake. What was that mistake? Well, I'm gonna explain this right here. I'm gonna close out of that now. What was that mistake? That was a direct reference, because every game Every Persona game has that moment. And basically, what happened on January 10th, 2010, excuse me, was that I knew there was a moment in the Persona 4 game that there was a split decision. One way led to the true ending, another way led to the bad ending. I knew it. I just didn't know when it was. And I knew I mean, now he's my roommate, but at the time he wasn't. I was like, what was it? 15-year-old, 16, I can't remember, something like that. Me goes, hey, I know this is a split decision, right? Which one was it? Should I throw him into the TV? And I can't remember the whole conversation, because that's like, what, 11 years ago? And, and he basically tells me to do this.
Yeah. We'll end this here and now.
Wait a second! Do you really understand what you're about to do? It's the exact same thing Namatame's been doing.
That wasn't a British accent from me.
I hate the guy too.
This was just me.
You
Higher
really
voice,
wanna go
higher
that
pitch.
Far?
Is getting revenge the right thing to do? But if we don't do anything, he might... I don't know anymore.
Are you sure about this?
And here's the funnier thing. So, when I made this decision after he told me that that was the right call, that was the right thing to throw him into the TV, I totally forgot about this. I just said, yeah, do it already. It's fine. Just do it, you know? And then when I replayed this game on my PS3 in 2014, I saw this and I was livid. I was like, they gave me another chance? They gave me another chance to avoid this, and and it was then and there. At least that, like, solidified my opinion that I think my friend just, and anytime he visited the friend across the street, because he lived up north, he'd visit my friend that lived across the street. We're all roommates now, but he did. And I am confident, I am 100% confident. I weren't using a guide, but I was kind of looking ahead, so I knew this whole Nanako situation. I knew Naoto was taken. Well, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. I was disappointed, but the story goes is, I think both of them they were just tired of me wanting to play Persona, how I just wanted to finish it, that he took the easy way out, because from that moment on, after January 10th, 2010, I never got a chance to play that file again. I didn't. The last save file on that system that I'm pretty sure is downstairs right now, I could probably go and check. I have no idea. I can't confirm. But I believe it. I've never confirmed with him that that's the if that was the truth. But to this day, I believe that he did that so then he could have a reason to not play Persona and not have me play Persona under the guise of, oh yeah, but you defeated it. The game's over already. It's fine. You don't need to do it anymore. I don't think he said it like that, but because that's a bit. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. It definitely wasn't that sinister, that just unfriendly. But the fact of the matter is, I got super annoyed when I got to this dialogue and said, "Hey, I could have stopped it, but I believed him so hard." And then, of course, that led to the 11010 rant. Like 7.5 years later. But I want to show you my pain.
No other way?
What about you guys? Remember,
I want to show.
There's no need to stay.
I want to show you what pain I did.
I'll stay. Me too. I won't be
I've
the only
just
one
in
who
I
knows how
saved
to
before this all started, of course.
If this is what we've decided, I'll stick with it to the end.
But I'll show
Me
you.
too. No matter how we end it, I want to witness it.
Of course, we're gonna go back here until the next save point. Because I've just initiated the bad ending.
Nanako-chan.
We avenged you, Nanako-chan, but I guess you wouldn't be too happy about that. You're such a kind girl. Hey, where's Teddy? Did he go home?
Just akin to the whole Akechi thing right before.
I'm going back to my own world. It's not easy to live there now, but it's my reality. I'm really, really thankful for everything all of you did for me. Well, goodbye.
Everyone avoided talking about the case and waited for the severe winter to end. And so, time passed. I should have realized back even in 1.10.10 that it didn't really matter. Like, I should have realized about that. I should have realized about the stupid, the fact that the Fool Arcana hadn't leveled up to, hadn't been maxed. I should have realized that the Star Arcana, Teddy, hasn't been maxed. Like, it's just mind-numbing. No. Not January 10th. Literally, January 10th, 2010, the actual date.
And murder case that shook the town of Inaba. Police have released the identity of the suspect, who was confirmed dead after escaping the hospital as Taro Namatame. Ruling his death a suicide, the police have closed their investigation. However, police have yet to announce the cause of death for either the victims or the suspect himself. Several criminologists have raised questions over how his alleged crimes were committed. It seems that though this case has come to an official end, many of its mysteries will remain forever unsolved. Up next is our fog forecast for today.
Fog is still covering the town, but it should soften somewhat this week with the coming of spring. Today and tomorrow we'll see fairly light amounts of fog as usual. Saturation from then on is still to be determined. If you have travel plans, please be mindful of visibility conditions.
It's almost time for your train. Are you ready to go? Starting tomorrow, I'll be all by myself in this house. It's gonna be lonely. Feel free to come visit any time, okay? And say hi to your parents for me. Hey, if there was evil in the world that had to be dealt with, but no one would step up to see justice done, it might fall to the closest person at hand to bear the burden of punishing them, don't you think? Maybe so, huh? Well, we should get going. Your friends are probably waiting at the station. Come on. Hey. Thanks.
You really are leaving us. You know, it was overdue quick.
It's going to get boring without you around, Senpai.
You will visit, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
We'll come immediately if anything happens on your end.
That's why I was so soul crushed.
Be sure to take
I
good
couldn't
care of
fight.
yourself.
Take care. Keep in touch, okay? I'll reserve a room for you at the Amagi Inn the next time you come.
Well, I'll see ya. You really helped us out with lots of stuff. Thanks, partner.
a boring end. That's such a dismal... That just leaves you... It just leaves you wanting more. It really gives you the... This is a theme from one of the last remaining dungeons too. I think this is Yama. What's it called? It's gonna bug me if I don't remember. Oh, Yamotsu Hirosaka. This is literally the theme from Yamotsu Hirosaka, the final dungeon in the game. I can't skip this, sadly. So instead, what I'll do is close this. Because because that's gonna end today's No, I'm kidding. Do you actually think I'm gonna leave it off that? That's ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous. Why would I ever leave it off on that? There was 2 more dungeons. I mean, there's little content even after the fact, but it'd be funny if it didn't save. But of course, I'm gonna speed up through everything. Just so we can get to that, back to that same point, because there was quite a lot of there was definitely a lot of stuff that was missed. At least in the regular Persona 4, there's 2 dungeons left, but there's actually 3 dungeons left in this. So we'll get back to that same point. To see the actual ending as this how do I describe it? This is, of course, the third time I'm playing this game, but this is, of course, the first time I'm playing Golden. So, of course, she dies again. I got sad again. But I'll catch back up to that same point. Because I'm not going to leave people. I'm not going to leave this video off on such a sad note. Then we come in, hear him, and now we'll get back to that same point. I was actually thinking about stopping it at the end of that, but I'm not gonna... I don't want to leave off on that. So, we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna do this.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
We're missing something.
We don't know. What don't we know? But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV. What didn't you understand? Well, what is it?
This...
I already told you there's no time to waste.
You had to...
Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling? Missing? Like what exactly? damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
Finally yelled at them. If you hit any of those other answers, instant bad ending. Instantly.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
I'm perfectly calm.
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
You're right. We should calm down and think rationally about this.
Because basically what was
I
happening...
realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective.
What's going on is that... Well, you don't know about that.
There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago. I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But, yeah, the guy's not saying anything. Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things. Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them, though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
I mean, that joke's kind of ran its course, low-key. Let's just think for now.
Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man? Then again, that's why you're our leader. All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
A new mystery has just been opened. I can fuse Loki, which is Akechi's persona, his main persona, not Robin Hood. Yep. There were still 2 more dungeons to go. The Seekers of Truth, aka the Judgment.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
Oh, crap!
Naota definitely has a reason.
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san. If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation and their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Quick thinking.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest. Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room. So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right?
The police
didn't hit that
speculated the
button.
first
Come
murder
on,
was
button.
related
What
to
the
the
heck?
affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano, although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Remember, when everything
going
left
on?
on such a terrible,
What are you waiting for?
somber
Hurry,
note?
go.
The moment that you do initiate the true ending, the good ending, good stuff starts happening.
Where am I?
Instead of leaving a note saying Teddy returned to the world, his own world.
Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys, Sensei, what should I do?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Huh? What did you just say? Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay
Pretty
alive.
much.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan. Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
See, I don't know. And I'm being serious. It's not like I'm not trying to dodge spoilers. I just straight up don't know. I only know that she just
Stop crying,
was
you
resuscitated
two.
somehow. Crying is contagious. Same with laughter. And she still doesn't have
You
a
all
pillow.
should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, Where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Oh, there you are. I forgot to tell you. Don't pull that again, okay? You can't just meet with the suspect like that. Anyway, I came to give you an update on Dojima-san. His wounds opened up a little, but he's treated now and he's fast asleep. He'll be alright, don't worry. Knowing him, by this time tomorrow, he'll be on his feet and yelling at people again. Don't tell him I said that. Anyway, I heard Nanako-chan's on the road to recovery again. You guys were being so dramatic that I got really worried. But this is good news. She'll be well again in no time. By the way, you're all alone at the house now, right? Well, enjoy your freedom while you can. Dojima-san and Nanako-chan will be back soon after all.
Ha! I caught him blinking.
Well, I better head back. You go home too, before it gets too late.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
When is the next time I'm gonna get a chance to save? Jeez.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Hey, you got your wish.
Oh, it's snow.
Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, all right?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
All the social links that are not related. Ko and Daisuke. Is it gonna allow me to save? Thank you. And finally, that will end this extra long stream of the history of 11010. I can finally say that I've now kind of just shown what happened back in the day, back 11 years ago. Now we can finally move on. However, the next stream, I don't know. It's either going to be not this Sunday. I gotta double check. It depends on when I return. It depends on when I return. It's either, like, right now, I don't have a stream scheduled on Sunday, so I think that's what I'm gonna go on, depending on what time I get back. If I get back like super late, then I'm not gonna be able to stream and I'll just do something else. But we won't even have a stream until September. Yeah, it's looking like. But you'll know when I'll be streaming again, because obviously I'll be talking about it. How much is left in this game? We still have 3 more dungeons. 3 more. You could say that. 3 more dungeons, and I think there's still 3 more in Strikers as well. And again, our deadline is November 12th to complete all this, so I still have about 2.5 months to do all this. But luckily the final 2 dungeons in this game, there's less of a lead up to it. The next dungeon still has quite a bit of a lead up to it. If I look at the streaming schedule and what I have here, I think this next one has 5 streams before it deals with it. So, yeah. So with that, I'll catch you back at the top. Thank you for watching on this 11010 trip journey. It's been fun, but I gotta work on stuff. I gotta do a whole bunch of other stuff. I hope I can do it before I have to go to work today. Ah! Yeah, we'll find about that. Anyway, catch you around. I gotta use the bathroom. Ah!